this tutorial video, we'll look at the new staff time clock feature from the employee's perspective. During this demonstration, we'll enter in some time entries along with classes, review our time entries, and submit those time entries for approval. So the first thing for any staff member to access the time clock is to go to the staff portal sign-in, which is found at the bottom of the regular ClassJuggler sign-in by clicking the Go to Staff Portal sign-in link. Once there, they'll enter in their user ID and password to access the staff portal. So here we are in the staff portal. I can see my welcome screen, my home screen that shows me my classes for today and what's on my schedule for tomorrow. To access the new time clock feature, tap the menu icon in the upper right-hand corner. If you don't see the time clock option on your menu, contact whoever's in charge of ClassJuggler administration at your business. Ask them to make sure that they've added the time clock privilege to the security for staff members. To start entering hours, all I have to do is tap on the time clock menu and then select Enter and View Time. Here's the screen that we use to enter time. We also have two other tabs, one for any saved time that we've entered but not submitted to an administrator, and one for our submitted time so that we can look at prior submitted time and what the statuses are. The timesheet is very simple. It defaults to the current date, and beginning and ending time will default to the current time. We also have the option to assign a job to what we're working on, or select a class by clicking on the Select a Class button you'll see on the bottom right of the screen. So let's start out by entering some of our time from earlier today. So I'm going to change my time back to 10 a.m. when I started this particular job. And I finished working on that job at 1 p.m. And I'm tapping on the job or activity, and this was for a competition. And now I'm going to type some notes in the note field. Perfect. Now if I want to save this time entry, all I have to do is tap the Save button. That'll allow me to review all my time at the end of the day and submit all of it at once. If I know for sure that this time entry is finished, I can click Save and Submit, and that'll submit that time to an administrator for approval. I'm going to just click Save for now. You'll notice once I click Save, that entry goes into my Save tab, which you'll see above now has 3 saved time entries. I can continue to edit this time entry on my screen. You'll notice my buttons have changed to Update, Update and Submit. I could delete this time entry, or I could start a new time entry. Let's click on Start a New Time Entry. Now I have a blank new timesheet. I'm going to enter in the classes that I've taught today. So for entering classes, it's even easier. All you have to do is tap on the Select a Class button. That takes us right to the list of classes that I teach or am assigned to teach. If I want to view other classes that I may not be directly assigned to, I can always click on the Show All Classes link at the bottom. I'm going to switch this to Tuesday classes. So I'm going to click on Select next to the Ballet 3 class. Instantly, that takes that class and all the information about that class back into my timesheet. It pre-populates the beginning time, the ending time, and even the description to my time card. If I want to type extra notes, I can. The time clock may not pick the exact date and time you were expecting, so just be careful and review those before submitting those time entries. So I'm going to go ahead and save that class. Now I've saved that time entry, and I have 4 in my Save tab. I'm going to start a new time entry. Go back to my Tuesday classes and select my Ballet 4 class. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to do my last class that I teach today. Start a new time entry. Select a class. Go back to Tuesday. And my Stretch and Strength class. So now I've got all the classes that I've taught entered and saved, and ready for submitting. Now it's the end of the day. I'm ready to submit my time entries. I'm going to click on or tap on the Saved tab up at the top. This shows me all the time entries that I've created throughout the day. I can look at all the details by scrolling this left or right and up and down. If I have any changes I need to make, I can click on the Select, which will open up that time entry into the time card editor screen for me to make any changes. If I don't need to make any changes, all I need to do is select the checkboxes for all the time entries that I'm ready to submit and click the button that says Submit Selected Time Entries. And once I do that, it'll submit all of these for review and approval. And just like that, I'm done with my time entries for the day. I can also look at my submitted time by clicking on the Submitted Time tab. This will show me everything that I've submitted in the particular pay period that we're working in. At the top of the screen, it shows you the pay period we're working in for our biweekly payroll, which is April 12th through April 25th. If I wanted to look at a different time period, all I have to do is tap on the drop-down and select a different time period to view time cards from that period. And here I can see a number of time cards for different days. There is one other option you can use to view your time, and that's by going back to the menu and choosing the dashboard from the time clock menu. Dashboard's a neat little feature that gives you a visual view of your current time period and 2 prior time periods, plus all the statistics of hours, number of classes that you've submitted. It'll show approved time, submitted time, denied time, all in one simple graph.